China has announced the suspension of arms control and non-proliferation talks with the United States, citing recent U.S. actions as the cause. The Chinese Ministry of Foreign Affairs attributes the decision to what it describes as a compromised political climate. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian explained the suspension is a direct result of U.S. arms sales to Taiwan, which China vehemently opposes. Lin emphasized that these sales undermine China's core interests and damage the trust needed for productive negotiations.
The U.S. arms sale to China's Taiwan region seriously violates the One China principle and the three China-U.S. joint communiques, especially the August 17th communique of 1982, interferes in China's internal affairs and undermines China's sovereignty and territorial integrity. In accordance with the law, China is taking countermeasures on principal U.S. contractors that have recently sold arms to Taiwan and their senior executives, and on military companies that have engaged in U.S. arms sales to Taiwan or attended the Taiwan-U.S. Defense Business Forum in Taiwan in recent years.
This suspension marks a significant setback in U.S. China relations, already strained by ongoing disputes over Taiwan and other geopolitical issues. The two nations last held arms control consultations in Washington, D.C. in November 2023. In related news, former President Donald Trump has stirred controversy by calling for Taiwan to compensate the U.S. for its defense services. In a Bloomberg Businessweek interview published on July 16th, Trump likened the U.S. role to that of an insurance company, suggesting Taiwan should pay for its defense. "I know the people very well, respect them greatly. They did take about 100% of our chip business. I think Taiwan should pay us for defense. You know, we're no different than an insurance company. Taiwan doesn't give us anything." Trump's comments come amid a complex defense relationship between the U.S. and Taiwan. Although the U.S. is Taiwan's primary international supporter and arms supplier, there is no formal defense agreement like those with South Korea or Japan. U.S. law, however, mandates that Taiwan be provided with the means to defend itself. Taiwan Premier Cho Jung-tai responded to Trump's remarks, affirming the strong ties between Taiwan and the U.S. and the island's commitment to strengthening its own defenses.
I also noticed former U.S. President Donald Trump's comments, but I'm sure that everyone knows that the Taiwan-U.S. relations are rock solid from the past years. The peace and stability over the Taiwan Strait and the Indo-Pacific region are our common responsibility and goal.
Taiwan, which China claims as its territory, has faced repeated Chinese military activity over the past 4 years as Beijing pressures the democratically governed island. The U.S. and Taiwan have had no official diplomatic or military relationship since 1979, when the U.S. switched recognition to Beijing and ended a mutual defense treaty. Speaking on artificial intelligence and high tech, Premier Cho reassured suppliers of Taiwan's ongoing commitment to the global semiconductor supply chain despite the tense geopolitical climate.
Taiwan has a responsibility to the world. This has been our main goal. We should provide sufficient energy, whether it is for civilians' daily use or other industries. Taiwan's status is important in the global supply chain. We should not let the rest of the world doubt about our energy supply. For now, besides producing green energy to address the issues, we also have the third nuclear power plant issue, which I mentioned before and you are all aware of. In the coming 3.5 years to 5 years, the power plant will not be able to produce energy even if the laws are changed, even if the security and safety are checked, or even if the equipment is changed and the evaluations are done on earthquakes.
The future of U.S.-China relations remains uncertain as the United States faces the heat of its presidential elections. Both Democrats and Republicans show little sign of significantly improving ties with China, except for a few isolated instances.